Today I want to talk about quitting your job. A lot of people, real estate investors, want to quit their job. I hear it from people who call me. I hear it on the forums at Bigger Pockets. I hear it in myself. And I did quit my job, and I made a lot of mistakes in this process. And so the reason I'm making this video is so you won't repeat the same mistakes that I made. So first of all, of course you want to quit your job. Everybody wants to quit their job. Nobody wants a job. Nobody wants to have to get up to an alarm clock. That's a great thing about being self-employed, being a real estate investor. I get up when I want to. I set up my own schedule, et cetera, et cetera. So there are perks, and it's great, freedom. I always joke with my brother and say, I'm going to take vacation, and let me ask my boss. Oh, wait, I am the boss. All right, so that's the good part. But there is some downside. So first, I want to say, if you're just getting started as a real estate investor, don't quit your job too soon. Go even beyond where you think is reasonable. I would say I would give it 10 years if I'm being honest. Let your portfolio mature, let your skills mature, and try not to quit that job too soon. Here, the first thing is lending. So I just watched a real estate investor buy a multiplex, and he got a sweet loan deal with a conventional bank, one of the mainstream banks, and I'm thinking to myself, they would never give me that loan. And it's because I'm self-employed. I don't have a regular paycheck from an entity that I don't own. So banks think I'm higher risk, and actually I looked into it, and it's true. I am higher risk. Banks are right. They know the data, and so they don't want to get behind me because I'm higher risk. They can't afford to give me a 3.5%, 4% loan because my default risk is higher. I think that's fair. I get it, but it's really frustrating. So before you quit your job, get your personal financing house in order. What I mean by that is buy your house. I've talked to several guys lately, and I told them, buy a house. Whatever you do, buy a house first. Buy a house, get that great 30-year fix with a low rate. And so do that first. Get that out of the way. Get your cars, good financing. All the cars are pretty easy to finance, so shouldn't affect you. But get all the financing stuff for your personal out of the way before you quit your job. So that's a big one, is your financing is gonna change. I've watched people with not even great paying jobs be able to finance deals through conventional means, and I'm just shocked that the bank thinks that's a low risk deal. And then, there have been times where I've had the cash in the bank to cover the entire loan amount, and the bank still rejected me. So that's going to happen, and your financing picture will change significantly. I've also seen real estate investors think everything's going to stay the same. They quit their jobs, and everything changes. Suddenly their banker won't give them a line of credit. They won't help them, and they go, well, what changed? And I go, you lost your W-2. Your W-2 is basically your tax form for your paycheck. So you lost your W-2, and you don't have a paycheck, and so you can't get that conventional financing. All right, so that's huge. That could massively affect your real estate business. I don't use conventional financing at all. I use business loans. I use companies like Vizio and Lima One. The rates are going to be higher, but they're not going to, I don't even think they check your tax returns anymore. And they don't need, what I want to say, they don't need your pay stub. They don't even factor that in. They only factor in the asset. So, you're going to have to go that route, but you're going to pay higher rates for the privilege. All right, so that's the first thing, financing. Second thing is when we run numbers on real estate, we run those numbers as if these rental properties or whatever the investment vehicle you're using is an asset like stocks or something else. And we look at our returns. Okay, I'm going to make, let's just say $200 a month off this rental. Well, the problem is a lot of our expenses are not coming out every month. So like taxes and insurance. Let's say you paid cash for a house and you have to pay the tax and insurance at the end of the year. Well, that all on paper sounds great. Of course I'm not gonna spend more than $200 a month off any given rental property because I'm saving for capital expenditures and I'm saving for my taxes and insurance. Well, now you're supporting yourself and things happen, life happens, and you're gonna need money, and I know from experience that money is gonna be sitting there and you're going to need it. So it changes everything when you change your real estate business from an investment to a job. And it's something to be aware of, and it's much more difficult to manage your finances when you gotta pay your mortgage, you gotta pay your car payments or whatever. It's much harder to be disciplined and allow your real estate business to prosper and thrive. So you really I jumped into, real estate being 100% of my income way too soon, way too soon. And so that's really hurt my real estate business, meaning I didn't buy as many properties as I would have. And I've had to sell some properties just to stay liquid. So I'm being very candid with you. It can get very hard. And so you need to be realistic and be careful about giving up that job. Sure, you may have freedom, and I have freedom. I have great freedom with my time, but you may trade it for a whole lot of stress. And so just a warning. Last thing I want to say is go for it. You still got to go for it. Like, everything I'm saying, I would do things differently, but I would still do them. I think the mistake, if you take away don't do it from this video, I'll be kind of sad because I want you to do it. I want you to take action, and I think it's a great decision. Just don't rush the process. Slow it down. Take your time. And don't allow yourself to be totally dependent on your investment income too soon. Make sure that you've given all your properties plenty of time to mature, and you've got that established cash flow. You really know what's going to happen. All the property tax fluctuations have flattened out and all that, and your portfolio is stabilized. Once you've got that down, then maybe it's time to consider being a real estate investor. So thanks so much. Thanks for watching my video. If you like this content, please subscribe to my channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. I want to help you and others. And, please hit that like button as well. Thanks so much. See you next time.